Are you going to make your kids go to college? Is that a requirement?
So my worst case scenario is,
do you do them a disservice?
hopefully they see both sides of it. Like, this is what it takes.
What's more important to you? Job security or doing what you love?
I think you know my answer.
Well, you don't have a job, so it's kind of a...
I do admit, and now that I've got security, meaning money in the bank, and if all my clients quit and whatnot, or YouTube left planet Earth or whatnot, like, I'd be fine. I actually really like that sense of security. Mm-hmm. But clearly in my life, because I've not had a W-2 job, I like having that control. I like being able to be creative and being an entrepreneur.
And that's what you love.
Over the security.
Yeah. Which just happens to provide security.
And the reality is, I live in the USA. I've got a supportive extended family that I've never had to starve. I've never had to sleep on the street. So my worst case scenario is not that bad.
Yeah. And you've probably lived through already some of the, maybe not worst case scenario, but tough case, difficult case scenarios.
Yeah, knock on wood. Hopefully the worst financial challenges have been experienced.
Yeah. Well, and you and I were chatting about how we pass that along to our kids. You know, what do you do if you were at some point in your life you experienced poverty and being a little indigent and lacking things, and then your kids are provided with everything that they need, and on top of that, a lot of the things they want. Do you do them a disservice? Because the very thing that made you who you are was the struggling, and if you remove that from them, doesn't that mean you're kind of robbing them?
It's a tough call, because I've got my oldest is now 16. I've got a 13-year-old, soon to be 14. And so we're getting into a phase of, like, you know, do we buy them a car? Do we make them buy their own car? Do we, what about iPhone? What about, you know, what about college? Do we pay for college? Like, college was paid for me, so do I pay that? Or is it better for them to earn it so they appreciate it more? I really don't know what the answers are, but I believe that having open conversations about it really helps. We try and just talk about it, like, we're trying to figure that out. We don't know what we're going to do. We want to do what's best for you. We want you to really learn the value of work, but we have the ability to buy things, and we want to bless you as well, let you know how much we love you, and we want to. So it's a tough call.
It's a tough balance, isn't it? Yeah. So related to that, sort of parental decisions and things. Are you going to make your kids go to college? Is that a requirement? Like, should everybody go to college? My
opinions on that bounce all over the place, because I got a degree at BYU, human biology. I'm never going to use my degree. Like, I don't need a resume anymore. I don't, and my degree itself. But at the same time, like, some of my favorite years were my years at BYU. The student ward that I was in, being able to kind of be independent on my own. My grandpa paid my tuition, but I paid rent. I had a job too, and I had to, you know, there's so much that I learned about life and learning how to learn. And so what I'm trying to teach my own kids, because obviously they don't have a dad that's an employee. They have a dad that's an entrepreneur, and they've seen me 3 years of struggle, but they've seen me successful. And so hopefully they see both sides of it. Like, this is what it takes. This is all the hard work it takes. And these are the drawbacks of being an entrepreneur, but this is some of the fruit, because I get to spend a lot of time with them and support their dreams and stuff, even if it's American Ninja Warrior or if it's art.
But it's not a hard, fast, for you, it's not an automatic, of course you should go to college. Of course you should get a degree.
That's what's weird, because when I was their age, if you didn't go to college, you're going to fail. You're going to be a failure.
Seriously hampered.
My daughter really loves the academic system. She could probably be really happy being a professor or something, or whatever she does, whatever she touches. I know she's going to be really successful at.
Yeah.
She's going to go to college. She's going to love it. She's going to thrive there. My soon-to-be 14-year-old, I'm not sure. I could see he loves to go door to door selling leftover cucumbers from our garden. Just yesterday, he went and offered to rake leaves. He says, "I'll rake leaves $3 a bag." He's He wants to get
He's
out
got
there.
the spirit of the old man.
It kind of reminds me of me, yeah. So, and am I going to be concerned about if he doesn't go to college? No. There's kind of like some caveats, like, okay, but if they're learning, like college isn't the only way to learn. You still got to learn. So in the past, it used to be you've got to go to, for me, even going to a junior college was weak. You've got to go to a 4-year university.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking back and like, if you're just going to a specialized technical school to learn a trade, I mean, that makes
great.
a lot more sense. What am I going to do with a human biology degree?
Right, yeah.
But if I went into a trade, it makes more sense.
There's book smarts and there's street smarts, right? I mean, it's the practical application of things that you've read. But let me ask you this, when you're hiring, does that play into your decision-making process or your filtering process?
Their education?
Yes.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Good.
I look at their portfolio and I hire them for a trial assignment to see what they can do.
Yeah.
So it's the application.
Right. So in a way, you're living what you're espousing that very idea.
I have a thumbnail designer in the Philippines even, and when I went over there for the first time, we hiked up this volcano. On our way down, I was having a chat with each of them, and she said, I found out she had a marketing degree, and I'm like, I had no idea. Like, I didn't even know that the degree didn't matter at all. She was actually just a really good designer.
Yeah.
And she had performed well.
She probably was just throwing that out there to kind of see if you'd, pay her more.
Maybe.
Hey, I happen to have a 4-year degree. Wink, wink. Good. Let's keep hiking. That's what
that entitlement conversation. Oh, does that entitle you to?
Yeah. So, well, I have to pay off my student loan.
I talk about entitlement a lot, but actually I haven't had those conversations
Yeah.
with my team. It hasn't had to come up. So.
Yeah, it just roils within you. I understand.
You and I can just banter about it.
Yeah. What's the difference between influence and manipulation?
It's interesting. One just came to my mind,
Okay.
and I won't mention until like.
They're not watching. It's okay. You've got 9 views on this one.